Chihuahua, the connection that transforms lives. Introduction. In today's world, where human relationships seem increasingly superficial and bonds grow fragile, a type of love emerges that is simple, pure, and unconditional. The love between humans and their pets, especially the Chihuahua. This small and fearless dog, with its expressive eyes and affectionate behavior, has captured hearts around the globe, becoming not just a companion but a true emotional anchor for many people. But what makes the Chihuahua so special? What causes so many people to form such a deep bond with these small dogs? This book explores that connection, going beyond the breed's adorable characteristics to examine the psychological and emotional reasons that lead humans to love their Chihuahuas so deeply. We will dive into the deeper layers of this relationship, revealing how, in an increasingly impersonal world, Chihuahuas offer a love that many of us desperately seek. Originating from Mexico, Chihuahuas are one of the smallest dog breeds, but don't be fooled by their size. They possess a striking personality, often described as big for their size. These dogs are known for their fierce loyalty and their ability to form very close bonds with their owners, making them ideal for people seeking a constant companion. Over time, the popularity of Chihuahuas has grown, and today they are seen as icons of affection and devotion. They are not just companion dogs, they are family members who bring joy and comfort to their homes. However, the relationship between a Chihuahua and its owner goes beyond mere companionship. It touches on deeper aspects of the human need for love, validation, and connection. This book is not just for Chihuahua owners or dog lovers. It's for anyone who seeks to understand the nature of love and attachment in a modern, complex world. In an era where interpersonal relationships are often mediated by screens and social media likes, the simple and genuine affection of a Chihuahua offers a refuge. We will explore how Chihuahuas, with their constant presence and unconditional love, can fill emotional gaps that we often cannot fill with our human interactions. We will also discuss how the different phases of life, from the youthful search for approval through the responsibilities of adulthood to the loneliness of maturity, influence our relationship with these small dogs. This book aims to be a reflection on love, not only between humans and their Chihuahuas, but also on what we seek in our broader relationships. By understanding why we connect so deeply with our pets, we can learn more about our own emotional needs and how to fulfill them in healthy ways. Chapter 1. The Unconditional Love of Chihuahuas. The breed's characteristics that inspire affection. Chihuahuas, with their large, expressive eyes and small, delicate bodies, have a striking presence that belies their size. They are much more than just lapdogs. They are loyal, sensitive companions deeply connected to their owners. But what makes these small dogs inspire so much love and dedication? First, the loyalty of Chihuahuas is one of their most notable traits. They tend to form very close bonds with one or two people, usually their primary owner. Once this connection is established, the Chihuahua becomes a constant and protective companion. As Arthur Schopenhauer once said, a dog's loyalty is an example of the strength of true love, and in the case of Chihuahuas, this loyalty manifests itself in an intense and profound way. Additionally, Chihuahuas are exceptionally sensitive to human emotions. They have an almost intuitive ability to sense their owner's emotional state and adjust their behavior accordingly. When their owner is sad, the Chihuahua becomes more affectionate and attentive. When their owner is happy, they share that joy with enthusiasm. This emotional sensitivity creates a connection that goes beyond simple companionship. French philosopher Michel de Montaigne observed, "Dogs have a distinct and conscious soul, which allows them to love and connect with the human soul," and this observation fits perfectly with the relationship between Chihuahuas and their owners. Real stories, connections that change lives. Stories from Chihuahua owners around the world illustrate how this special relationship can change lives. Maria, a 28-year-old woman, found in her Chihuahua, Tito, a fundamental emotional support during a difficult time in her life. "I was going through a tough phase at work and felt very lonely, even when surrounded by people. Tito seemed to sense my emotional state even before I understood what was happening. He would stay close to me, look at me with those big eyes, and somehow that would calm my heart. It was as if he was saying, "I'm here for you." Another story is that of Joao, a 62-year-old man who recently lost his wife. He describes how his Chihuahua, Lola, became his main source of comfort. "After my wife passed, the house felt empty. I didn't feel like doing anything anymore. But Lola was always there, following me from room to room, forcing me to keep going. Her love gave me the strength to move forward." These stories exemplify the words of French writer Anatole France. Until one has loved an animal, a part of one's soul remains unawakened. Why do we need this kind of love? What these stories and the characteristics of Chihuahuas reveal is a fundamental human need, the desire for love that is unconditional and constant. In a society where human relationships are often complex and unpredictable, the love of a Chihuahua offers a comforting simplicity. They love us for who we are, without demands or expectations, creating an emotional refuge that many of us yearn for. Sigmund Freud, who recognized the healing power of animals, once said, "A dog's love provides great comfort in difficult times." Chihuahuas, with their constant presence and unwavering love, fill emotional gaps that often remain empty in our lives. Whether it's the loneliness of losing a loved one, the stress of a hectic routine, or the insecurity of seeking acceptance, these small dogs offer a type of love that is hard to find elsewhere. The importance of bonding with your Chihuahua. Strengthening the bond with your Chihuahua is not only essential for the animal's well-being, but also for your own emotional well-being. This special relationship not only improves the quality of life for your pet, but also provides deep emotional benefits for the owner. Spending time caring for, playing with, and simply being with your Chihuahua is a way to nurture this connection and ensure it continues to flourish. As British poet George Eliot said, "Animals are such agreeable friends. They ask no questions, they pass no criticisms." Chihuahuas exemplify this truth, offering a love that is not only unconditional but also deeply necessary in a world where human relationships can be fragile and uncertain. Ultimately, the unconditional love that Chihuahuas offer is not just an adorable trait, it is a response to our deepest emotional needs. They are small in size but giant in their capacity to love, offering a kind of affection that many of us cannot find elsewhere. Chapter 2. The Human Need for Love and Connection. The Psychology of Attachment. Why we need to connect. From the very first moments of our lives, the need for emotional connection is deeply rooted in our psyche. The attachment theory, developed by psychologist John Bowlby, states that humans have a biological need to form emotional bonds, beginning in childhood with our caregivers. These early bonds set the pattern for all our future relationships, shaping the way we seek love and connection throughout life. This search for attachment and connection is a powerful force that accompanies us through every stage of life. As we grow, the forms and sources of this attachment change, but the underlying need remains the same. As philosopher Eric Fromm said, love is the only sane and satisfactory answer to the problem of human existence. However, as human relationships become more complex and often more distant, many people begin to seek the love and connection they desire from other sources. The lack of connection in modern human relationships. Contemporary society, marked by rapid technological evolution and a culture of productivity, has brought about profound changes in how we relate to one another. We live in a world where virtual interactions often replace face-to-face connections, and the search for validation on social media can substitute for the emotional depth of real relationships. For many young people, especially those aged 15 to 25, the desire for approval on social media can create a sense of isolation, even when they are constantly connected. The need for likes and followers can lead to a cycle of anxiety and a quest for acceptance that is rarely meaningfully fulfilled. As sociologist Zygmunt Bauman pointed out, we live in times of liquid love, where relationships are fragile and easily discarded, leaving many of us adrift in a sea of superficiality. Between the ages of 25 and 55, adult life brings a new set of challenges. The rush of work, family responsibilities, and the pressure to achieve professional success can distance people from the deep emotional connections that nourish the soul. relationships can become more functional than affectionate, and time to cultivate love and connection may seem scarce. Finally, as we grow older, social isolation becomes a reality for many people. Loneliness in later life, especially after age 55, can be devastating. Friends and family may become less present, either due to geographic distance or passing away, and society often neglects the emotional needs of older adults. French philosopher Jean-Paul Sartre described loneliness as the supreme suffering, and for many, this loneliness is intensified in old age. Chihuahuas as an answer to the lack of connection. This is where Chihuahuas, and pets in general, come in as a natural and deeply effective solution. In each of these life stages, Chihuahuas offer a type of love and connection that is hard to find elsewhere. They don't care about social status, appearances, or achievements. All they ask for is a genuine connection and a constant presence. For young people, Chihuahuas can be a steady source of affection and emotional support amid the chaos and superficiality of social media. They offer a love that doesn't need to be earned with likes or public approval. Writer Milan Kundera observed that dogs are our link to paradise. They do not know evil, jealousy, or discontent, and this purity of love is exactly what many young people long for. During adulthood, when responsibilities pile up and time for oneself is scarce, a Chihuahua can be a constant reminder of what truly matters. They bring joy to everyday life, offering an emotional break from the stress and pressures of modern life. As Irish poet William Butler Yeats said, love comes disguised in many forms, and for many adults, the love they need most comes in the form of a small dog, always ready to offer comfort. For older adults, especially those facing loneliness, Chihuahuas provide not only companionship but a reason to keep going. They provide routine, purpose, and most importantly, a loving presence that never fades. As Albert Schweitzer said, some look upon animals as if they were mere automatons without souls. But in the eyes of a dog, there is something that goes beyond our understanding, and that look can be enough to fill the emptiness left by loneliness. The need for love and connection is a constant in human life, but the ways we seek to fulfill this need can vary drastically from one stage of life to another. In a world where human relationships are becoming increasingly fragmented and superficial, Chihuahuas offer a type of love that is pure, unconditional, and deeply fulfilling. Chapter 3. Life Stages and the Relationship with Chihuahuas. 0 to 15 years. Emotional Development. The relationship between children and pets, especially dogs, is widely recognized as a fundamental part of a child's emotional and social development. In the case of Chihuahuas, this connection can be even more significant. Despite their small size, Chihuahuas have a charismatic personality and a unique ability to form deep bonds, making them excellent companions for children from their early years of life. Children between the ages of 0 and 15 are in a phase of rapid growth and constant discoveries. During this period, they begin to form their worldview and develop essential social skills, such as empathy, communication, and a sense of responsibility. Having a Chihuahua during this stage can provide a constant source of emotional support and valuable life lessons that the child will carry throughout their life. Empathy and responsibility. Valuable childhood lessons. Having a Chihuahua in childhood can be a transformative experience, helping children develop empathy and responsibility early on. By caring for a living being, the child learns to recognize the dog's needs and emotions, understanding that it depends on care and affection. These interactions teach the child to be more sensitive to the suffering of others and to understand the importance of offering help when necessary. French philosopher Jean-Jacques Rousseau believed that childhood has its own ways of seeing, thinking, and feeling. Nothing is more foolish than wanting to substitute them with ours. This view emphasizes the importance of allowing children to experience the world in their own way, and living with a Chihuahua can be a fundamental part of this discovery process. By caring for their dog, the child not only has fun but also learns to value others, developing a sense of responsibility and maturity. A faithful companion during adolescence. Adolescence is a phase marked by profound changes, both physical and emotional. Often, Teenagers face internal and external challenges as they seek their identity and try to cope with social and academic pressures. At this stage, the relationship with a Chihuahua can serve as an emotional anchor, offering a refuge of love and unconditional loyalty amid so much uncertainty. Chihuahuas are known for their ability to connect deeply with their owners, and this bond can provide vital emotional support for teenagers, who often feel isolated or misunderstood. The dog, who asks for nothing in return, offers companionship during moments of loneliness and helps the adolescent deal with complex feelings such as anxiety or insecurity. Chihuahuas and the development of social skills. Living with a Chihuahua can also help develop important social skills, both in childhood and adolescence. Children who grow up with dogs generally show greater ease in interacting with other people, especially because they learn to interpret nonverbal cues and deal with emotions more empathetically. The simple act of caring for a Chihuahua, feeding it, taking it for walks, playing with it, involves communication and mutual understanding, essential aspects for any relationship. In his work, Swiss psychiatrist Carl Jung emphasized that a person who has never learned to deal with their feelings will easily become disconnected from the ability to care for others. Living with a Chihuahua can prevent this disconnection, teaching children and adolescents to deal with their own emotions in a healthy way while emotionally connecting with those around them, whether people or animals. Psychological and emotional benefits. Numerous studies show that living with pets during childhood can have significant benefits for a child's psychological well-being. Pets, like Chihuahuas, offer constant emotional support, relieving stress and providing a sense of security. They also help reduce anxiety and loneliness, common problems in both childhood and adolescence. A study published in the Journal of Pediatric Psychology shows that children who live with dogs from a young age tend to show fewer signs of stress and better emotional regulation. The simple act of petting a dog can release oxytocin, the love hormone, in the brain, promoting feelings of well-being and calm. These benefits are especially important during the adolescent years, when social and academic pressures increase, and many young people experience feelings of insecurity and uncertainty. A Chihuahua can become a silent confidant, someone who is always there, without judgment or criticism, providing a comforting presence during the most challenging moments. Building lifelong memories and bonds. For many children and adolescents, the relationship with their Chihuahua becomes one of the most cherished memories of their childhood. The joy of growing up alongside such a faithful and affectionate friend leaves a deep mark, which can positively influence how these young people view relationships, empathy, and care throughout their lives. This relationship also strengthens family bonds. Often, the Chihuahua becomes a point of connection between parents and children, with everyone sharing responsibility for the dog's care and participating in moments of fun and affection. These shared experiences create stronger family ties, promoting teamwork and communication. 15 to 25 years. The search for approval. The 15 to 25 age range is marked by an intense search for identity and social approval. For many young adults, this need manifests in social media, where validation often comes in the form of likes, comments, and followers. However, these digital interactions tend to be superficial and fleeting, failing to fulfill the deep need for authentic connection. In this scenario, the relationship with a Chihuahua can offer a unique and genuine emotional bond, contrasting with the superficiality of online interactions. Chihuahuas, known for their intense loyalty and unconditional affection, offer a form of love that doesn't depend on external validation. For a young person searching for their place in the world, the presence of a Chihuahua can serve as an emotional anchor, a safe haven where they can find complete acceptance without judgment. This kind of love, not conditioned by social media performance or any form of external approval, can be incredibly healing. Young adults often feel overwhelming pressure to conform to societal expectations. The Chihuahua, on the other hand, imposes no such expectations. It only cares about the presence and affection of its owner, allowing the young person to experience a more authentic and comforting form of connection. It is a relationship based on the genuine exchange of affection, something increasingly rare in a world dominated by digital superficiality. 25 to 55 years. The hustle of adult life. Between 25 and 55, adulthood brings a series of new responsibilities. The focus often shifts to career, raising a family, and managing various daily obligations. With so many demands and expectations, it's common for individuals in this age group to experience high levels of stress and emotional fatigue. The pressure to balance work, personal life, and often care for others can lead to physical and mental exhaustion. In this context, the presence of a Chihuahua can be an emotional relief. These dogs, with their small size and affectionate nature, become loyal companions who provide a valuable escape from the hustle and bustle of everyday life. Unlike professional or family obligations, the relationship with a Chihuahua does not demand perfection, and time spent with the animal can be a way to disconnect from stress and reconnect with oneself. Furthermore, Chihuahuas are excellent at sensing emotional changes in their owners. When stress or work pressure builds up, these little dogs can provide comfort simply by being nearby. They demand little but give a lot, a constant presence that requires nothing more than affection and care. Having a Chihuahua can help reduce anxiety levels and offer moments of relaxation and joy, reminding the owner that, despite external demands, it is important to find time for self-care and what truly brings happiness. 55+ years. The loneliness of maturity. From the age of 55, many individuals begin to experience significant changes in their lives. For many, this phase is marked by retirement, children leaving home, and in some cases, the loss of loved ones. These changes can contribute to feelings of loneliness, isolation, and in more severe cases, depression. With the reduction of daily social interactions and the decline of professional life, the sense of disconnection from the world can intensify. This is where the role of the Chihuahua can be truly transformative. These dogs, who are so attached to their owners, offer a form of constant companionship that helps fill the emotional void left by loneliness. The simple act of caring for an animal, feeding it, walking it, playing with it, and providing affection, can give a person a renewed sense of purpose and routine, something essential at this stage of life. Additionally, Chihuahuas are small and easy to manage, making them ideal for older people who may have physical limitations. Their affectionate and protective nature provides emotional comfort that can combat depression and feelings of isolation. Studies show that interacting with pets releases hormones like oxytocin, which can improve mood and reduce anxiety. For many seniors, the Chihuahua becomes more than just a pet, it is a true life companion. The loyalty and unconditional love these dogs offer help transform the later years of life into a phase of connection, affection, and love, rather than one of isolation and sadness. They help fill the emotional void while encouraging socialization, whether through interactions with other pet owners or simply by providing a reason to go out and engage with the world. Chapter 4. The Impact of Chihuahuas on Mental Health. Animal-assisted therapy. A scientific perspective. In recent years, science has deepened its understanding of the positive impact that pets can have on human mental health. Animal-assisted therapy, for example, has become a recognized practice used to help people cope with a variety of conditions, ranging from anxiety and depression to post-traumatic stress. In this context, Chihuahuas stand out as one of the breeds that contribute the most to their owner's emotional well-being, thanks to their small size, affectionate personality, and unwavering loyalty. Research shows that interacting with dogs can trigger the release of oxytocin, known as the love hormone, which is associated with feelings of calm and well-being. Additionally, the mere presence of a dog can lower cortisol levels, the stress hormone, and reduce blood pressure. As psychologist Stanley Coren said, dogs have an innate ability to calm us and provide comfort, and Chihuahuas, with their loving and intuitive nature, are particularly effective in this role. Reducing anxiety and stress. One of the most evident ways in which Chihuahuas can improve mental health is by reducing anxiety and stress. In a world where the fast pace of modern life can easily become overwhelming, Chihuahuas offer a calming presence. Their small stature makes them easy to carry and keep nearby, allowing owners to have constant comfort wherever they go. Many owners report that the presence of their Chihuahuas helps ease moments of emotional crisis. Writer Emily Dickinson once said, "Love is all we have, the only way that we can help one another." In the case of Chihuahuas, this unconditional love acts as an antidote to loneliness and anxiety, offering a constant source of emotional support. Combating depression. The benefits of Chihuahuas in combating depression are also significant. Depression can lead to feelings of hopelessness and isolation, but the bond with a Chihuahua can help break this cycle. They provide a routine, daily walks, feeding times, playtime, that can help structure a person's day, creating a sense of purpose. Additionally, the responsibility of caring for a living being that depends entirely on its owner can be a powerful incentive to get out of bed on difficult days. Psychotherapist Sigmund Freud, who often used his own dogs in therapy sessions, believed that dogs love their friends and bite their enemies, unlike people who are incapable of pure love and must mix love and hate in their relationships. This purity of love that Chihuahuas offer can be a motivating force for those struggling with depression, providing a reason to keep going. Support in overcoming grief. Grief is a universal, yet deeply personal, experience that can leave a person feeling lost and disconnected. In this context, Chihuahuas can be a vital source of comfort and stability. Their ability to perceive and respond to human emotions makes them especially helpful for those coping with the loss of a loved one. The constant presence of a Chihuahua can offer the kind of emotional support that is sometimes difficult to find elsewhere. While the pain of loss is real, the presence of a Chihuahua during mourning can help soften that pain, providing love and companionship while the individual processes the loss. Increased socialization and improvement of interpersonal relationships. Another important aspect of the impact of Chihuahuas on mental health is how they can facilitate socialization. Dog owners, in general, have more opportunities to interact with others, whether during walks, visits to the park, or social gatherings. For people who feel isolated or struggle to start conversations, a Chihuahua can be a great icebreaker, promoting positive interactions that can lead to the development of new friendships. These moments of socialization can also have a positive impact on mental health, increasing the sense of belonging and reducing social isolation. As poet John Donne said, "No man is an island," and Chihuahuas help build bridges between people, creating meaningful connections. Chapter 5. Building and maintaining a healthy relationship with your Chihuahua. The foundation of any relationship: trust and respect. Having a Chihuahua is much more than simply owning a pet. It's about cultivating a relationship based on mutual trust and respect. For this connection to truly benefit both the owner and the dog, it's crucial to understand the emotional and physical needs of a Chihuahua and how these interact with the owner's expectations. Chihuahuas are known for their loyalty and affection, but they are also sensitive dogs that can become anxious or distrustful if they don't feel secure. Therefore, creating an environment where the dog feels loved and protected is the first step in building that trust. As the German philosopher Immanuel Kant said, "We can judge the heart of a man by his treatment of animals." Treating your Chihuahua with respect and consideration is the foundation of a healthy relationship. Establishing a consistent routine. One of the keys to keeping a Chihuahua healthy and happy is to establish a consistent routine. Like many dogs, Chihuahuas thrive on predictability. Regular feeding times, daily walks, playtime, and rest help the dog understand what to expect throughout the day, reducing anxiety and promoting balanced behavior. Additionally, this routine strengthens the bond between the owner and the Chihuahua, as the dog begins to associate these moments of interaction with positive feelings of security and affection. As ethologist and animal welfare advocate Conrad Lorenz noted, there is a constant harmony in the lives of animals that teaches us much about ourselves. The daily routine with your Chihuahua reflects that harmony, providing stability and comfort for both the dog and the owner. Training and socialization. Building confidence. Training is an essential part of building a healthy relationship with any dog, and Chihuahuas are no exception. Despite their small size, Chihuahuas are intelligent and can easily learn commands and tricks, provided the training is done with patience and positive reinforcement. Training a Chihuahua isn't just about teaching obedience, it's about building confidence. When a Chihuahua understands what is expected of them and knows they will be rewarded for good behavior, they become more secure and happy. French philosopher Voltaire said, "The greatness of a nation and its moral progress can be judged by the way its animals are treated." Treating your Chihuahua with kindness and understanding during training reinforces mutual trust and respect. Socialization is also essential. Chihuahuas that are exposed to different people, places, and situations from an early age tend to be more well-adjusted and less prone to aggressive or anxious behavior. Interaction with other dogs and people helps the Chihuahua develop social skills and better understand the world around them. Caring for physical and emotional health. Maintaining your Chihuahua's physical health is a fundamental part of building a lasting relationship. This includes a balanced diet, regular exercise, and routine vet visits for checkups and vaccinations. The physical health of a Chihuahua is closely linked to their emotional well-being. A healthy dog is happier, more active, and more likely to engage in positive interactions with their owner. However, caring for a Chihuahua's emotional health is equally important. As mentioned in previous chapters, Chihuahuas are sensitive to human emotions and can easily pick up on their owner's mood. Therefore, owners must be aware of how their own emotions and behaviors affect their pets. Creating a calm and safe environment where the Chihuahua feels loved and valued is essential for their emotional well-being. As Mahatma Gandhi said, "The greatness of a nation and its moral progress can be judged by the way its animals are treated." On an individual level, the way we treat our pets reflects our own emotional well-being and the quality of our relationships. Active engagement, playtime and quality time. Playing with your Chihuahua and spending quality time together are powerful ways to strengthen the bond between you. Despite their small size, Chihuahuas have a lot of energy and love to play. Daily playtime not only keeps the dog physically active but also stimulates their intellect, preventing destructive behaviors caused by boredom. In addition to playtime, moments of affection and closeness are essential. Chihuahuas love being near their owners and greatly benefit from physical contact, such as being held or petted. This quality time helps solidify trust and love between the owner and the dog, creating a bond that is fundamental to the well-being of both. Handling challenges and maintaining patience. Like any relationship, there will be challenges when raising and caring for a Chihuahua. There may be times when the dog exhibits unwanted behavior, whether due to fear, anxiety, or simply a lack of proper training. During these moments, patience is crucial. Remember that Chihuahuas, like all dogs, respond better to positive reinforcement than punishment. Handling challenges with patience and compassion not only improves the dog's behavior in the long run, but also strengthens the relationship. British writer George Eliot once said, "Animals are such agreeable friends. They ask no questions, they pass no criticisms." A patient and loving approach reflects this truth and helps maintain a healthy and lasting bond. Chapter 6. Life Lessons from Chihuahuas. What they teach us about love, patience, and empathy. Unconditional love. A living example. Chihuahuas, like many pets, are masters at demonstrating what unconditional love truly means. They don't judge, hold grudges, or expect anything in return, always ready to offer affection regardless of the circumstances. This pure, selfless love is something many humans seek in their own lives but may struggle to express or find. German philosopher Arthur Schopenhauer once said, "Dogs are our link to paradise, and it's easy to see why." Chihuahuas teach us that true love is not based on conditions or expectations, but on fully accepting others with all their flaws and imperfections. This lesson applies to our human relationships, reminding us that genuine love transcends appearances and circumstances. Patience. A daily exercise. Caring for a Chihuahua, like any meaningful relationship, requires patience. Whether during training, adapting to new environments, or simply dealing with days when the dog's behavior isn't ideal, Patience is a constantly tested virtue. But it's precisely in these moments that Chihuahuas teach us the value of calm and persistence. Mahatma Gandhi once said, "Patience is a virtue, and through it, we can overcome any challenge." Applying patience in our relationship with our Chihuahuas helps us cultivate it in other areas of life. This skill becomes especially valuable in a world that often values speed and instant gratification, but where the most important things, like deep, meaningful relationships, take time to develop. Empathy, understanding the other. Chihuahuas, despite their small size, have a remarkable ability to sense and respond to human emotions. They are incredibly intuitive and often seem to know exactly when their owner needs comfort or companionship. This sensitivity reminds us of the importance of empathy, the ability to put ourselves in someone else's shoes and understand their feelings. American writer Maya Angelou once said, "People will forget what you said, people will forget what you did, but they will never forget how you made them feel." Chihuahuas, with their natural empathy, show us how small gestures of care and attention can have a profound and lasting impact on those around us. Learning to be more empathetic with our Chihuahuas can, in turn, enhance our ability to be more understanding and compassionate in our human relationships. The importance of the present, living in the moment. Chihuahuas, like all dogs, live in the present. They don't dwell on the past or worry about the future. Their happiness is rooted in the here and now. This focus on the present is an important lesson for humans, who often find themselves caught up in regrets or anxieties. Chinese philosopher Lao Tzu said, "If you are depressed, you are living in the past. If you are anxious, you are living in the future. If you are at peace, you are living in the present." Chihuahuas, with their carefree nature and joy for life, remind us of the value of being present in the moment, appreciating the small joys of daily life, and finding contentment in the now. Loyalty, a lasting commitment. The loyalty of a Chihuahua is unquestionable. These dogs are known for their devotion to their owners, often forming deep bonds that last a lifetime. This loyalty teaches us the importance of being faithful and committed, not only to our pets but also to the people we love. Roman poet Virgil wrote, "Loyalty is the bond that holds relationships together." In a world where human relationships can sometimes feel fragile or temporary, a Chihuahua's loyalty serves as a reminder of the value of keeping our promises and being there for those who depend on us, whether in good times or bad. Humility, learning from simplicity. Chihuahuas, with their small stature and unpretentious nature, teach us the importance of humility. Despite their size, they possess a quiet confidence that isn't based on showiness but on who they are. They show us that true worth doesn't lie in external appearance or status, but in authenticity and simplicity. Russian writer Leo Tolstoy said, "True greatness is not being superior to another person, but being superior to your former self." Chihuahuas, with their modest yet impactful presence, remind us that strength and dignity can be found in simplicity and that humility is a virtue that enriches our lives and relationships. Final considerations. The unbreakable connection between humans and Chihuahuas. Throughout this book, we have explored the deep and complex relationship between humans and Chihuahuas, a breed of dogs that, despite their small size, have an immense impact on the lives of their owners. From the way they offer unconditional love to the valuable lessons they teach us about patience, empathy, and living in the moment, Chihuahuas are more than just pets. They are loyal companions, silent teachers, and endless sources of joy. The role of Chihuahuas in modern life. In an increasingly fast-paced and technological world, where human connections often become superficial and fleeting, the presence of a Chihuahua can serve as a constant reminder of what truly matters. They teach us to value the small things, to find joy in simple moments, and to recognize the power of a touch, a glance, or a silent presence by our side. This unbreakable connection between humans and Chihuahuas reflects a fundamental need for relationships that we all possess. As we have seen, these dogs not only fill emotional gaps but also help us face the challenges of modern life, offering a kind of support that is often difficult to find anywhere else. Learning from our four-legged companions. Chihuahuas teach us a lot about how to be better human beings. They remind us of the importance of unconditional love, which does not judge and demands nothing in return. They show that true strength lies not in size or power, but in loyalty, resilience, and a heart full of love. Moreover, they teach us to be more patient, both with them and with ourselves. Living with a Chihuahua requires adaptation, understanding, and, above all, a constant commitment to their well-being. These lessons of patience and care can be applied to all areas of our lives, from our personal relationships to how we treat ourselves internally. A future of partnership and growth. As we move forward into an increasingly unpredictable future, the relationship between humans and Chihuahuas will continue to be a vital source of comfort and growth. These little companions not only fill our lives with joy but also challenge us to be better, more mindful, and more connected to what truly matters. Chihuahuas show us that, regardless of external pressures, we can always find peace and happiness in the relationships we nurture with those we love. This connection, forged in love, patience, and empathy, transcends the differences between species and reminds us what it means to be truly human. Celebrating the special bond. This book is a celebration of that special bond between humans and Chihuahuas. It is a tribute to the power of love and the connection that these little dogs bring into our lives. In a world where so many things are uncertain, the loyalty and love of a Chihuahua are certainties we can always depend on. May the lessons learned here inspire you to value your relationship with your Chihuahua even more, to find joy in the little things, and to seek genuine connection not only with your pet but also with the people around you. After all, as we have seen throughout these pages, Chihuahuas have much to teach us about what it means to love and be loved.